Many are predicting that the worst is yet to come, which is unfortunate, said one person here. Until now, they've enjoyed the reputation of being the nation's icebox.
Watched a burglar in his home this morning by webcam.
As a journalist of over 25 years, stories are what make my world turn.
Reporting live from the Dallas newsroom tonight, Jeff Crilley, Fox 4 News.
But in 2008, I took the jump from my familiar life and started a PR firm from my home.
We're talking about anyone with a camcorder like the one I'm using becomes a television network.
We started slowly growing the company, and we now have over 100 clients, and we've branched into the world of live digital broadcasting. I now own 8 different TV studios and have a huge team, and the stories that I now get to share are sometimes the most important of my life. Life has a funny way of coming around full circle. This is the Jeff Crilley Show.
Welcome to my show. When you think about Dallas, you cannot think about it being a cool town without thinking about Uptown. And I have the privilege of having Anita Simmons in studio. She is the Marketing and Communications Director for Uptown Dallas Inc. Welcome to the show.
Thank you, Jeff. Thank you so much for having me. It's exciting to be here, see the studio, and everything you have going on. It's just fascinating.
I'm thrilled. And I think you've got the coolest job ever because you get to promote something that is easy to promote. I can imagine, somebody being assigned to promote something that you really have to embellish. But, it's the crown jewel of Dallas.
I think so, too. Uptown is just a beautiful, less than 1 square mile piece of real estate that has everything you could want. There's dining, there's shopping, commercial real estate, beautiful residential real estate. Everything, like you said, we call it the crown jewel because I think it is.
And what I love about Uptown is it keeps changing. When I first came to Dallas in the early 90s, Uptown hadn't really taken off yet, and I've watched it really blossom, but you guys aren't sitting on your laurels. You're always looking for ways to be more relevant.
We are, absolutely. Uptown continues to grow, continues to either age or unage and change with the demographic. We have so many new things coming on board, and just when you think that the land area is all swept up and built up, it's not. There's something new that'll come. And so everybody just kind of sits back and waits and watches for Uptown to do the next big thing, and we've always got something in our back pocket.
That's awesome. Well, you've got a video on your website, and we're going to play that for you right now.
Excellent.
As a new day dawns in Dallas, Uptown remains the city's most dynamic district. Occupying less than 1 square mile, here you can find charming neighborhoods, countless amenities like the Katy Trail, Whole Foods Market, and nearly 60 acres of green space like historic Griggs Park, all within walking distance. Decades in the making, built from the ground up, the view from the top is astonishing, looking over vertical masterpieces and some of the most prized real estate in Texas. With endless options to dine, shop, and be entertained, Uptown continues to drive Dallas forward. The management company overseeing the public improvements of our neighborhood is Uptown Dallas Inc. From adding park benches and public art to providing additional security and promoting businesses, Uptown Dallas Inc. is the competitive advantage to this place we call home. So with each new tree planting, trolley ride, and community gathering, Uptown offers a complete lifestyle in a beautiful setting that keeps getting better with time.
Wow.
Yeah.
That was a great video. It really sums up the experience.
Thank you. Yeah.
I love how you've kind of married, you have people from all generations, all walks of life, and they all coexist. It's a low crime, just a cool demographic.
It really is. We have everything from, the baby boomer. Our fastest growing demographic is age 0 to 4.
Wow.
We're finding that people don't want to move out to the suburbs anymore. They want to stay urban. They want to enjoy everything that you just saw in that video. Going to the grocery store, you can take the free trolley. There's so many things to do at every age, and we just love it. It's the heart of the city, we think.
That's wonderful. And green spaces, that's important to you too.
We love green spaces. It's rare that you find green spaces in such a packed urban core. You know, when Clyde Warren Park came online, it was amazing. You know, the construction was a little bit, grueling for a moment, but when that came online, real estate started booming. People started flocking to it, to events and ways you can activate that space. So we have Griggs Park, which is 8 acres of beautiful green space where you can walk your dog, run, have a picnic, fly kite, whatever it is that you want to do. It has a beautiful downtown skyline view, and we're crossing our fingers that we'll be able to add some more green space really soon.
That's awesome. That's awesome. Well, tell me your background. Where did you work before this?
So before I came to Uptown Dallas Inc., I was over at Sundance Square over in Fort Worth, and did some of the marketing there. So helped bring that fantastic plaza online, which has great amenities, great shopping, great dining, very similar to Uptown.
Yeah, so that I applaud Uptown for bringing you in, because Sundance, you did a great job with Sundance. I mean, that's I remember the Super Bowl, and you guys were hosting ESPN. And,
yes, we had lots of college game days there. Fun fact: those college game day sets mirrored the bricks that were along Main Street in Fort Worth,
kidding.
And so they continue to use that on their set, which is a kind of nice throwback every time you see it.
So when you got to Uptown, having just finished with Sundance, I know this is a great opportunity. What kind of goals did you set for yourself?
There were a lot of goals, a lot of branding goals, a lot of educating people on the boundaries of Uptown. I think it's so important to love your city, to know the things you can do in that city. I'm a little bit of a tour guide sometimes, even though I've lived here for a really long time. There are great things to do in Dallas and Uptown specifically. Like I mentioned, free ride on the trolley is just, it's easy, it's simple, it's cool. There's so many things to do that educating people on the boundaries was my biggest thing at first. And then placemaking. It's amazing how you can turn a district, we call it just a district, what sounds a little cold, into a neighborhood. Flying an American flag on the streets, or, seeing a family stroll to lunch or brunch, and making those things special. Adding public art is part of the culture of Uptown, and we try to make it shine like a neighborhood.
Yeah, I think it's very walkable, because you can. I mean, if you decided you did not want to own a car,
right.
You could just be a pedestrian and never have to leave Uptown.
You sure can. Uptown has one of the highest walking scores of all of DFW.
Wow.
And so we, as Uptown Dallas Inc., make sure that we provide tree-lined streets for shade, park benches. Again, it's so dense within that 1 square mile. While you're walking to dinner, you can stop and go see a movie, ahead of time. Walkability is our biggest thing.
Well, you are amazing. We're going to have you back again soon. Absolutely. We're going to put up the website so people can get a hold of you. UptownDallas.net. Yes, so not .com, .net. Anita, thank you so much for being on the show.
Thank you for having me. This was great. Thank you so much.
You bet. That's it for now. We'll see you next time.